So, hey, Chrysta, so nice to see you. I'm so glad that you're going to be talking to all of us today about your experience of working together. So, why don't you do just short introduction on who you are and what you've been experiencing previously to working with each other?
So my name is Chrysta. I am 25. I just moved back to Arizona. And for a number of years, I've been struggling with a couple different health issues, primarily endometriosis, which cause horrible cramping and fatigue and just general unhappiness. It was a horrible. I was having to miss multiple days of school and eventually work because of it, um, and just feeling really tired and fatigued and in a lot of pain all the time, and also feeling really hopeless and anxious because it felt like no one could help me.
Gotcha. And how long were you dealing with the anxiety? Was it also the same time as the endometriosis, or was it longer than that?
Yeah, so I've been struggling with anxiety pretty much my whole life, since I was little, but it was especially bad because of the endometriosis. That was a really big trigger for it.
Gotcha. And then what other things were you dealing with in terms of other hormonal issues? Are you dealing with any kind of low moods or depression or any kind of like mental emotional stuff outside of the anxiety?
Yeah, definitely had a lot of issues with that too. Definitely had bouts of depression, and lots of like up and down kind of moods, just feeling very like unbalanced, really just kind of a mess.
What did you do other than like before you went and saw me? What did you try before that?
I tried a lot of different things, mostly a lot of different doctors. I went to multiple different OBGYNs. I had tried another naturopath, everything that I could really read about online. I tried changing my diet and working out and getting better sleep. And, those things helped a little bit, but no one was able to really help me and really resolve the issue. So I was starting to feel like maybe there wasn't a solution for me.
Yeah, I totally get that. I felt the same way when I was like trying to fix my own stuff. It's really frustrating because when you're trying to bounce around, trying to find answers from different people, there's just so much misinformation out there as well. So I completely understand that one. So another question I have for you is, previously to working together, what kind of hesitations did you have when you were thinking about working with me versus working with other doctors?
So I have seen, like I said, a lot of doctors in the past, and a lot of the experiences have just been really disappointing. So I just felt like I don't know if, anyone is going to be able to help or anything like that. I had seen another naturopath, who wasn't really able to help very much. And it just felt like an extremely drawn out process, where I wasn't really getting any answers. And that was especially true for the OBGYNs as well. No one really knew what medication to actually put me on. They didn't want to give me pain medication, and I didn't really want to be on pain medication. And I think with some of these issues, I was going all over the place. So, like, I was trying to see psychiatrists for my mood issues, and then OBGYNs for my, endometriosis, and regular doctors for my fatigue. And nobody was able to really give me a comprehensive solution. So, one reason I hesitated after a while was just that I had just been let down so many times that I just didn't know if anyone was going to be able to help.
I hear that honestly all the time. Like it's heartbreaking to hear that because I hear it on social media and people contact me. And it's really hard because when you go in the preventative space, when you're trying to not only reverse what's going on, but then prevent it forever, you have to go back and say these mindset, that people have these limiting beliefs that they can't fix it because they've tried so many times until they find the one person that can at least be able to get them in the right direction so they can start doing it themselves. So in your experience of working together, what were like the hardest things that you felt were hard to either put into your life, or were things that you didn't think you could do that once you did them weren't as bad as you thought that they were going to be?
Yeah, definitely dietary changes was a big one. That was something I really struggled with for a long time. And I love to eat like a lot of sugar and greasy foods and just like lots of unhealthy things. Was not a big fan of veggies. And so I thought that was going to be really hard. And, I would kind of make these like half tries at changing my diet a little bit, but I never really made like a sustainable change. But like eventually, and with working with Dr. Faith, I've really been able to make some lasting changes to my diet and actually made healthy eating a lot easier. And once I realized how much better I actually felt making those small changes, like it's been totally worth it. And I eat a lot healthier now.
Awesome. So after you've gotten through the program and have been working together for so long, how do you feel now?
A lot better. I have so much confidence back because I'm not constantly worried about having to miss work due to pain or not being able to enjoy certain experiences because of that. I would even get worried about going on vacation if it was around the time of my period because I knew I was going to be in so much pain and wouldn't have any fun. So it's really just given me back a lot of personal power and confidence. And I also have so much more energy now, which is a huge thing. I actually have the energy to do the things that I want to do. I don't have to worry about even trying to take any pain medication or anything like that. And I just feel back in charge of my life. And like, I don't have to worry about so much pain and anxiety anymore.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, how was the moods? Like, have you really noticed a big difference with that? Like, how's that impacted you?
Yeah, definitely. It's really tough to feel like you're not always in charge of your own moods, and like a single thing can really sway you back and forth with how you're feeling. And that has gotten a lot better and just given me even more of a sense of like control and relaxation and just sort of presence in my own life, to where I feel a lot happier and a lot more just stable day to day.
Awesome. And the last question I have for you is, if someone was in your shoes back when you first started, before we worked together, what would be the advice that you would give to them after you've been working together?
To work with you. I would tell someone that like there is hope out there, and on average it takes a really long time, I think something like 7 years, to actually find a solution to long-term health issues. So don't give up, because the doctor that you need is here. And if I could find help after going through so many different doctors and things that didn't really work, then you can absolutely do it too. So just don't lose that faith and hope that things can actually change in your life and can get better. And sometimes just a little bit of effort or even just a simple change can actually make a huge difference. It's really worth your time to pursue that, because your quality of life will increase so much. So just like hold on to that hope and just see a doctor that actually understands you and listens and is an advocate for you, like Faith.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chrysta. I appreciate your time, and they will appreciate your kind words, as well as just you are a lovely model of where a lot of people want to be. I deal with a lot of endometriosis and PCOS patients, and you're a beacon of hope for them, knowing that things can change and they can get their lives back. So I appreciate your time, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Of course.
All right. Bye.